Hello, 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 hello. It's me, your DM for today, Heartless. Um, so we're going to introduce our players now, from top to bottom, like we normally do.
Hello, everyone! It's your favorite Toonkind bootleg Sableye AudioVizual, and I'll be playing Phlox Claw today.
Hi, I'm Sotoro, and I'll be playing Katrina.
Hello, I'm Jazz. I am the jazziest AAA battery this side of the railroad tracks, and I will be playing Sforzando.
Hi, I'm your local bootleg Altaria. And I'll be playing Ducky.
Hello there, I'm Mala. I'll be playing Carmiña, and relatively new to D&D, so please be gentle.
Yay! That's all of our players.
I'm so sorry, transcriptors. We just went.
We just did this.
Good luck.
Good luck.
So let's start with a little last time what happened. Last time the team all met each other. Most of them in the festival committee office in Chihiro, where they had been called by flyers to find a missing person. The I think you would call her the co-president, something like that. The vice president of the festival committee, Carrie and Valet, just kind of ran you through what was going on, a bit tearfully, I might add, as well as gave you an idea of the reward you would get should you be successful in bringing Rosalind back safely in one piece. You guys then were let into Rosalind Jubilee's office, where you found that they had a secret interest, quote-unquote secret interest, in the Uncanny Valley, as well as a secret drawer that contained a letter for Carrie and a single golden ticket to the bathhouse. As with this information, you update Carrie, and then leave to head for Rosalind's apartment. You end up getting lost, and when you get to the apartment about afternoon, you meet a tall Asmar named Katrina. You all got although you don't introduce each other, so no one knows Katrina's name. You all go into the apartment and find that there was a struggle to be had here, and Phlox finds the hidden crazy board of information about the disappearance of the author of Study of the Uncanny, known as Incognito. The team ultimately decides to check out Mirage Lake, as it was circled on the map, and they have a suspicious brochure from Mirage City that was left in the main room. You guys started along the road and quickly were met by two cloaked travelers. You got some amount of information from them, as well as slightly agitating them with a casting of Zone of Truth. And upon their egress, Phlox comes to the conclusion that they must have been Oni. And as the two figures walk off into the darkening forest, everything falls silent.
So I suppose I have to do a roll, don't I?
Yes. Athletics, please.
Okay, athletics, that's 13.
Okay, what does Phlox have to roll?
Athletics or acrobatics?
Oh, I'm gonna roll acrobatics. Okay.
Oh boy.
I'm using real dice, everyone. I got the cookie clackies. So that's a 6 plus 10.
Okay. Yeah.
So, to describe what happened here, Katrina, the Asmar, how are you feeling? Describe to me what you're doing. Or trying to.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, Cat has been very, very weary about these people, and especially about whoever the fuck those two individuals were. But then, Phlox said something particular. Phlox said something that Cat knows and wants to know more about. And once everything seemed to have calmed down and chilled out for a bit, they kind of attempted to get a hold of Phlox and kind of try to drag them to just push them to the ground.
Unfortunately for Katrina,
Phlox is a wily bastard. You try and, like, I guess, scruff Phlox, and Phlox, who is very short and is very used to people attempting to scruff Phlox, I guess just kind of, like, dives and rolls out of the way and comes up doing jazz hands.
Stay put.
No.
what?
Consider.
What are you doing?
Stay put. And how did you know about the order?
Well, it's a really funny story that, see, there's this whole thing with how Carrie was talking about how, like, you know, there's the order running around doing things that make the police unavailable, not that they're useless in the first place, and I'm a bounty hunter, you know, and I'm supposed to know this stuff. I'm very, smart. Roll deception. Awesome. With advantage.
With advantage.
Alright, that's a 17. 17 plus 5.
Gosh, okay.
20, baby!
Well,
And to clarify, that's for your whole story and not for the fact that you left off on I'm very smart.
Yes,
I'm still
to
gonna
clarify.
Yeah.
still gonna roll.
Yes, please roll.
That's
Plus is lying through their teeth.
oh, that's an 18 plus.
I should roll myself.
It's a 26.
Are you fucking kidding me? I get a nat 20 and you're over here with your fucking plus 8. I mean,
hard. How do you bully this?
26 is higher than 25.
So what happens here is Phlox is lying very, very good. But there's something in this story. They're clearly holding back. You can tell that they are holding back information.
Cat is glaring at you, Phlox.
I mean, Phlox has a big jerk-ass rictus grin on their face.
How is everyone else taking this? Carmiña or Jack?
Have to react,
Or Ducky.
unfortunately.
Carmiña is staying out of this, and she's probably looking at Sforzando or like what the peck is going on. She's very lost.
If you two are done quarreling amongst yourselves, we have a job to do.
I don't know. Just sitting here.
Jeez Louise, I pulled out my headphones again. I do believe we should, get going.
Fine. But I'm keeping an eye on you. There's a bit of a pause. Phlox. And Cat will just glare, but just back off.
So, I feel like we have a bit of a problem because we don't know your name. And I don't think we, stopped to properly introduce ourselves. My full name is Luciver Oswaldstein. That's Teddy, and he points to the big giant teddy bear. That's Liliana, and he points to the rag doll who's been standing beside him, this whole time.
So they do have names.
Yes. What? You thought they didn't have names? They're people. They don't talk very much, but they're people.
I see you already know me. I'm Phlox. It's very nice to meet you. And Phlox has got like their hands tucked under their chin and they're doing the dramatic like batting the eyeballs with a little halo that appears over their head because Toon logic. And they're like, it's a very big pleasure to meet you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, presentations, I guess. Carmiña Escornabois, just Carmiña. Nothing much else about me.
Good to meet you then.
Jack Peter Sforzando. And you are?
He has called me Cat.
Like, Naya?
What's that supposed to mean?
You know, like, Naya!
I don't...
Phlox is doing the hand motion, too.
I don't know what that means.
You know, like, Naya.
Definitely, like, Naya.
I don't... I suppose?
Yeah.
Cat is very confused.
Forgive my asking, but Cat is a nickname, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So I think we should start moving again. I think before those two come back. And Lucifer takes his hand out of his jacket. Empty.
I sure hope it would be.
Just get a move on before it turns to dark.
It's already dark.
Darker.
Alright. So, does anyone else want to do anything else before before I make you guys roll for con as you start going again?
Phlox is gonna make little noises at Cat as he walks by.
I think at the end of the gallery, I'd like to make a history roll real fast. No, definitely not. Sorry.
And that one does
Sorry.
not know what Naya means.
No. As you might have told him and he might have forgotten.
Cat is just glaring daggers at Phlox.
Phlox is like, yes, I'm flirting with death.
All right. So you guys all get moving again. And it's not long before everyone make a con save.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
'Cause it's late at night.
Yay.
God, give me a second. As
Am I the only
always.
one that... Okay.
Oof.
It's a rhythm.
I think it's re-roll
are
this.
I think these are group checks, so if most of us succeed, we're fine, I think. If I'm remembering
I
right.
have a
These
question.
are not
Nailed it.
exactly group checks.
Are they not?
No, they're just
I don't remember
checking
the travel
how-
rules very well.
Yeah, it's checking how your character's doing, because you're getting tired. And this is just to check to see if you'll
Oh bless.
So the unfortunate part here is,
Can I ask a question before you start laying everyone out?
yeah.
I rolled my dice and it started to skid off the table, and I put my hand up to make sure it wouldn't stop, and it stopped on a 20, and I can re-roll if you want.
So it stopped against your hand?
No, I put my hand out because I saw it starting to stop, and it bounced off and landed on a 20. I can re-roll it.
You know what? Nah. You can keep that.
Okay.
As a treat.
As a treat.
As a treat, Phlox gets to be powered by shithead energy.
So
I'm gonna move my computer back.
here's the thing, is that Phlox and Cat are fine. Everyone else take a point of exhaustion.
Damn it.
Alright.
So, you're getting tired. Do you want to continue or not? Do you
If
say
no one
anything?
speaks up, Cat is just gonna keep on going.
I'm gonna have Phlox, I think, roll insight if that's okay.
Mhm.
I want to see if they pick up on the general mood. Alright. That's an 8 plus 4.
12.
What's the vibes of the group with a 12?
I mean, Sforzando is actually probably just going to suggest they stop anyway. Because A, he rolled lowest of the lot, but also, in general, probably best stop in the night.
Sforzando is very old.
Carmiña is grumbling.
He's tired.
Carmiña's grumbling. Lucifer seems fine. We can stop if that's what you guys prefer to do.
Stars, please.
I'm supposed to stop as necessary.
Nap time.
Nap time!
Who's gonna
Does
take
everyone
first
have their
watch?
blankies?
Blankies.
Yeah. Look, taking watch is very important, but also blankies.
Mm-hmm.
If you prefer, I can take the first watch.
Are you on your own?
I can babysit. Unless you don't trust me.
Cat is once again very much glaring.
Regardless, we should probably get off the road.
Nah, I'm gonna take a nap right here.
I don't recommend that.
Is
Cat's
there?
gonna. Oh, I was gonna say Cat's gonna roll perception just to see if there's any good place to like camp out.
Okay.
That's.
Is Ducky actually just lying down in the middle of the road?
I think. Well, I was gonna have Ducky also look for a good place to lay down, but
Ducky just plops and sits down right in the middle of the road.
yeah, Ducky will plop and sit in the middle of the road and then take a look around.
Okay.
Excellent.
At that, Sforzando is just going like, "No, you're not," and roll to pick Ducky up.
Oh my god.
Perfect.
So, Cat, you look around. Yeah, you pick Ducky up.
It's not hard.
It's not hard, and he's very strong.
Yeah. Cat, you look around, and most of the sides of the road seems very dense with trees, but there does seem to be like a little pathway leading off from the road.
We could go over there. And Cat is gonna just kind of like motion towards it and start heading just a little pathway.
Carmiña, are you following?
Yeah, definitely Carmiña is following. She's on a rush to sit down.
Mm-hmm.
Are the rest following or not?
Oh yeah.
Eyeing everyone.
I just had to pick
Oh,
up Ducky for a second.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say Ducky's not walking anywhere right now, so
He's got you by the scruff.
Phlox is definitely walking beside them both.
And Luciver and his two friends are bringing up the rear. So you follow this little pathway into the underbrush, and there seems to be the pathway seems to be lined with softly glowing stones that you hadn't noticed until you stepped onto the path. And you follow along it, you come to a quiet, nestled clearing with a really weathered black stone that's turned dull gray in the time that it's probably been here. It has cracks, with an engraved sakura flower with an eye in the middle being the most stark thing remaining on this shrine. It does have words carved in, but, do any of you know Primordial?
That's a great question. No.
No.
Oh,
Does Jack know Primordial?
Oh no, definitely not.
Well, these are just some, they're definitely words, but you don't know what they mean.
Ducky will gently kick out at Phlox, not to connect, just to get their attention, and say, hey,
Hey,
go write that down.
awesome. I have no idea what this means, but I guess Phlox will roll hammer space. I'm just gonna roll on the dice parser. 6. Yes, they're gonna pull out a handy dandy notebook. And they're gonna pull their. My brain said they're gonna pull their crayon out because it's Blue's Clues.
Oh my god.
No, it's probably a colored pencil or something. And they're gonna go walk over to the edge of the rock and just squat down and start scribbling. Does Phlox know what this means? No. Are they writing it down? Yes. They are very smart.
Roll me, I'll say Dex.
summon
down.
something.
Yeah, to see how well you copy it down, because it's in a different language that you don't know.
Straight dex.
Yep.
That's a 12 plus 4. That's a 16. Da-da!
Yeah, I'd say it looks pretty much the same as the original, as far as
Hell
you
yeah.
can
And they didn't summon anything, theoretically.
tell. This seems quite a bit back from the road, so we should be good here, right?
If anything, we should pay our respects and see if that will keep us safe.
We're gonna get eaten.
That's why we're
Good for
keeping
night.
watch.
Sforzando's, it's good for a night, and then he just drops Ducky.
My God.
Ducky's just gonna plop. Just plop.
Just falls down, turns to goop, reforms up. Squash and squish.
Cat just blinks. Cat just blinks. We're just gonna ignore that. Just ignoring that.
So, you talk about parent respects. What do you mean?
Few words. See if they'll keep us safe wherever this might be, because obviously something made this.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows if something's still here.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Lucifer walks up and he's reaching back behind, into his hood. And there's a shuffling noise. And he, pulls out a wrapped candy and places it on top of the shrine. And after a few minutes, a warm breeze blows through the clearing, carrying sakura petals with it.
I'm sure this is normal and fine.
Hopefully that's enough.
Well,
Just
I don't have any gods at all.
no.
Mood.
Some don't really regard gold as anything. It's the sentiment
Rocks.
I've heard. I just like looks at Phlox like what? Suppose rocks could work.
Rocks are rocks are a great offering. I don't know what you're talking about. Does anyone else want to put anything? I mean, I can share rocks. I got lots of cool rocks.
I think that Carmiña will pat herself and try to see if she has something to offer. And since she doesn't find anything, can I offer a coin of gold?
Yeah.
I mean,
Pull
I got
out a coin.
yeah. So I just follow example and put it and do the same.
Sforzando's just already off on the side, setting up his, bedroll and everything. A, he's tired, B, he doesn't really care about what's going on. It's not, they're here to find the missing person, not deal with whatever that is.
Alright, so, Sansa's setting up, Lucifer, seems to walk back to the entrance of the clearing and sit down, and his two friends follow him. and are now sitting behind him, kind of blocking him from view. What's everyone else doing? Is everyone else just gonna go to bed?
Carmiña is just gonna sit down, like not very far from the group, but just kind of there and just look at her. Just sit down there, just a little bit awkward.
I'll say that as Sforzando's like he's got his bedroll and everything because of the pack or whatever. So he starts taking off like the uniform layers. So I'm trying to think. Yeah. If any of you are not afoot, sorry, chat. You can see some of his scars on his arms as he like takes off his coat and vest and everything. By the way, I remember Audio mentioned Phlox trying to do stuff for the vest, and he's not wearing it anymore. He took it off. So, if you do want to try something with that, now's probably your chance.
My God.
I feel like
It is decently reflective and shiny-ish. Brass is kind of like that.
Phlox is not just a straight up magpie, you guys. That trick will only work so many times.
I'm just saying, Phlox still might find it interesting. The weird metal vest he's been wearing.
I'm sure it's perfectly fine and normal.
Fine.
That was the point I was trying to make. Also, at least one of the scars on his shoulder is glowing. I think that's the right.
Hell yeah.
It's like a soft blue color, I think. I have to.
Hey. Handshake emoji on glowing things.
It's a scar.
Ducky will heave a great sigh, get up, and go over to the rock. And then... Not tonight. But in the morning. And then we'll say to the rock, this is the way, keep marching on in the morning. And then go and plop down wherever looks coziest and go to sleep.
Gosh.
All right.
It's his left shoulder. I found the ref.
Hey. Cat just walks up to the shrine and kind of gently digs around her pockets and pulls out something. Kind of whispers something to it, and there's just a bit of a glow to it. And he puts it into the shrine, and it's just a flower. And he gives a bit of a moment. Then he goes and starts setting up a bedroll and stuff into the raucous.
I guess Phlox will sort of reach in the pocket. That's a 5. And they'll pull out a fistful of sand and seashells and pearls and shit mixed in. And they'll flick it around and search through it and find a nice pretty seashell and put it down on the shrine and give it a pat, and then shove the rest of the pocket sand back in their pocket.
Pocket sand. And
they're going to, they're gonna reach in their hammer space again as they're walking over to Ducky, and they're gonna drop a blanket on Ducky's head, and then they're gonna just go find a tree to scurry up, I think, for the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Probably near Lucifer, because they did say they were gonna take watch with him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if everybody's getting ready to sleep, and Camilla sees that, she's gonna just get her bedroll and go to sleep too.
Mhm.
No one's gonna set up a fire?
Nah, that's asking for trouble.
Phlox, roll a perception check at disadvantage because it's dark.
That's a 6. A perception, so +4. Oh, wait! Oh, yeah, it's still at a disadvantage. I just remembered the same ability I forgot last time, where,
Yeah. So you can't
I
get
think
her
they
on
have
its
it.
own.
I don't know if I'm high enough level. Please let me double check.
I think that's until you're level 9.
Yeah, I don't think I have that. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a 6, and then that's a 19.
Unfortunate.
So 6 + 4, that's a 10.
You hear Luciver, and he's muttering under his breath.
I feel like I should probably roll athletics, but or some shit. Phlox is going to essentially like tunishly like their bottom half is gonna appear out of the tree like next to Lucifer, and they're gonna be like, "Hey, what you doing?"
Their bottom half, not their top half?
Shit.
Nailed it.
I meant they were like upside down, so their head and shit would be poking out, and like their arms, and they'd sort of be like hanging.
Yeah, I'll let you do that for free. Lucifer's going to glance up and then continue casting a spell.
Right, spell casting requires concentration.
It certainly does.
Here, no. I can wait. And Phlox is, well upside down, gonna like place their fingers together and tuck their hands under their chin and just watch. So good, so quiet.
Another 30 seconds.
You need me to count? I can count.
And he finishes what he's doing with you staring him down.
But they're nice, big, blue, old gemstone eyeballs.
He hands the piece of something to both Liliana and Teddy.
Sure, that's fine.
And he looks up at Phlox and goes, "Yes."
Do you think that cat person's gonna stab me at some point?
I think they were trying to. Oh, they are.
That'll be interesting.
So, Ducky said you guys weren't mad at me. Are you mad at me?
Should I be?
I don't know. Kinda just bitched you, but it wasn't because of you.
I mean, I feel like, honestly, the revenge here is the fact that you're stuck with us again. You know?
Oh, I suppose.
You know, I have this whole long list of things I was thinking about while we were at the beach. It was very productive, more or less. There was this whole thing with a sandcastle, and Ducky got really mad. But
I'll have to
I have.
ask you for that story.
Probably not in front of Ducky. So, I'm gonna roll Harry's face. That's a 5. They like swing up for a second and disappear back into the tree, and then they swing back down. Again, it's just their top half disappearing and reappearing. Their legs are like hooked over a branch. And they come back down and they have this notebook. And they like start flipping through pages, and it's right side up for like you, but it's upside down for Phlox. And they're like flipping through it and flipping through it, and like, So, I feel like some of these are a bit invasive, just a little, but it's curiosity. And I won't ask all of them. I might ask some of them. I don't know. We'll see. What's your opinion on everyone else, though?
Like, right now.
No, in the morning.
His glowing eyes just close for a moment, and then they open again. Do you mean the people that we're with right now?
Yeah, because we got 2 whole real kind, and they kind of like side glance at you, and like they twitch a little, like in a half smile, and they're like, and then we have this whole other tune, and lots of interesting things going on here. Mainly involving, well, there's the whole thing with me getting stabbed, and then we got lost. That wasn't my fault.
Yeah. Honestly, we should have helped you with this. I was a little out of it, I'll be honest.
Well, see, water under the bridge, because we're already lost again, technically, theoretically. I don't know, actually. I would have to do, like, some sort of check, and, it's kind of dark outside right now.
That's true, it is kind of dark out.
So, I mean, we can do Q&A, or, like, we can take a look around,
I'm not really hearing anything, or seeing anything right at the moment. So I think...
Can you see in the dark?
Yes, I can see in the dark.
Phlox writes something in the notebook. This is important information.
As for my opinions on everyone else in the party, Carmiña seems like they mean well, but they're a little weird.
You're not wrong, but I considering who this is coming from.
Well, excuse me. You wanted my opinion.
Okay. Moving on. What do you think of the band man? The tall one. Wait, shit, they're both tall.
I think Cat is a little bit taller. Jack seems very kind of closed off. I was trying to have a conversation with him earlier, and he just kind of blew me off.
I mean, there's always 2 options with that. You either leave them alone, or you just start pestering them even more. It worked out great with us.
I don't know how well pestering would go. As for cats, they seem very explosive. And I've no idea why they exploded on you when you mentioned the order.
I don't know, but that's a fun little point. I'm very excited to find out about. Also, can Teddy see in the dark?
I think so. I don't know.
Phlox writes something else in their book.
I think that's everyone, besides you two.
Aww. I mean, there's always us. I always love being flattered.
I don't really know how to say this, but
I mean, if it helps you any, I fully intend on lying through my teeth to Kit Kat Paddywhack about you being involved / on the run / being potentially hunted by the Order. Because honestly, it's frankly just absolutely none of their business at all, you know. And also, it'll be really funny if they stab me. Particularly because of me lying about that. I think that would be really funny. And also a bit rude, but you know, I don't intend to tell because that's not my secret to tell. And also, it's really funny riling them up. It's a win-win situation, really.
Really. Why did you... So there's a couple of mixed signals. You interrogate me and threaten my life. And then you come check up on me when I'm dealing with that thing that happens. And I slip out because I don't want that Tanuki to find me again. And I thought you might have been mad at me for leaving you with, I don't know, the bill, because I did have a drink, even though it doesn't affect me. What?
Don't worry about it. Phlox writes something in their notebook.
So I don't know where we stand. Really, I'm a little confused.
Well, I could just say this is the way and move on, but I feel like that would just leave you more confused. Because you don't know the way either, which, you know, not a lot of people do, and it's fine. And then also, it's something along the lines of, yeah, I feel like getting stabbed for you is much easier than getting stabbed for just a random reason, usually involving me being a dumbass.
I'd rather not you get stabbed.
I don't know. I feel like it would be a lot easier to just slap a bandage on it for me than for you, considering how quaky and shaky you got whenever I was being really friendly with the knives. I mean, you're kind of just like this weirdo, but I mean, also.
There's ways to avoid getting stabbed without someone else getting stabbed. It's called talking and convincing the person to either put the knife down or getting out of the way quick enough.
I mean, I'm a rogue. My whole thing is being really slippery. But also, I feel like it would be really funny. Because, okay, walk with me a second, right? It's like, walk with me a second. See, I get stabbed, right? And it's like, Pat would think that they would get out of the way. I would get out of the way, right? But then I don't, and they stab me. And then they have to deal with the guilt of their actions.
He reaches up with his hand and disappears into the shadow that's covering his face.
It's about the emotional manipulation. You know, because think about it, right? Cat doesn't like me at all, but if Cat stabs me and I make them feel very guilty about it, who's really the winner here? Except for Ducky. Ducky would be very disappointed in me and my actions.
How about you not get stabbed? Okay.
I mean, I try on a daily basis to not get stabbed because people really like stabbing me sometimes. I'm still gonna go with the absolutely lying through my teeth part because that's also very funny and useful. And also, again, I don't know what Cat has to do with the order, except the order makes them very angry. And that's none of my business. That just stinks like plot or some shit. Look, I'm very good at things. I'm very good at things. Also, how do you feel about teeth?
I think on that question we're going to move on because Lucifer's just going to stare at Phlox and not say anything. Like, what the fuck?
It's an important question!
How do you answer a question like, how do you feel about teeth?
You give your opinion on teeth. How do you feel about teeth? Group question. I want your homework in by Friday.
Okay, so who decided to take the next watch?
Ducky and someone else.
Alright, so that watch passes uneventfully except for Phlox bombarding
Pestering
with questions. Who is the someone else who offered to take the second watch? Speak now, or forever hold your peace.
I'll take it.
Okay. So, Lucifer goes over and gently nudges you, Cat, with his boot.
Phlox goes over and kind of lightly kicks Ducky.
Oh my god, the differences. Night.
Wake up. It's your turn.
Right. He gets up.
Ducky will also get up.
Athletics.
Just please picture Phlox continually just nudging Ducky in the side, just like, hey, 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 hey,
What?
hey, 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 hey.
So after Cat gets up, Lucifer goes over to one of the trees. He has a hard time climbing up it. To the point where Teddy lumbers over, basically just picks Lucifer up and pushes him into the tree.
Can Phlox make uppy hands at Teddy? I was literally gonna ask if Phlox could ask Teddy to be cradled in his gentle arms as a final thing before the next.
Lucifer's gonna look down from the tree at Phlox, look at Teddy, look down at Phlox, and Teddy very slowly lowers and picks up Phlox.
Phlox is content now. It just curls up like a cat. You're done. Happy time.
So Ducky and Cat are on the watch.
All right. Ducky has disadvantage.
No, Ducky's going to reach into their jacket pocket and roll hammer space. Yep. Nope.
Heck,
Nope.
Guys.
Fumble.
That's a 1. And pull out a chef's knife.
Okay.
That's what 18 is. Yep. Pull out a chef's knife.
Chef's knife.
Chef's knife. Cat will kind of like take a step, like ready, and like, what the fuck?
Ducky will go, huh, forgot about that, and stick it back in the pocket and reach into the other pocket.
How you? Won't that cut your pocket? How did you even pull it out?
Nah, it's fine. Fine. Pulls out an apple from the other pocket and casts light on it.
Okay.
So now the apple is glowing. Yep.
And you get to roll perception with no disadvantage.
Yep. Yeah. First.
Nice.
Nice. And
So as you guys start your watch, you hear a rustling from somewhere off in the distance. And then it gets closer, and then it's a bunny rabbit.
oh, bunny.
Don't startle it away.
Are you wanting it? Or are we being nice to the wildlife kind of vibes?
We're being nice to the wildlife. You don't know what's in there.
I mean, a bunny came out. There's probably more of them.
Probably.
Yeah.
Just don't try and hit it.
What if the bunny turns into something else?
That would be a great fear of mine.
Oh, no. Well, I think it's probably just a bunny, but maybe if I go poke it, it'll turn into something else.
Do you want it to turn into something else?
As you guys been talking, the bunnies hopped away.
Dang.
Back into the underbrush.
I mean, if the bunny turned into something else, then we would know it wasn't a bunny, but also then it would probably try to eat me. And I would rather not that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Have you ever met a bunny that turned into something else?
He just kind of blinks a bit and just, no. As far as I know.
Have you ever had a bed come to life and try and eat you?
Pardon?
Yeah. That was. Oh, golly, a couple of weeks ago. They're kind of vicious, but they aren't coming back, for sure, for definite. They definitely exploded a little bit, maybe a little bit.
Well, don't
So-
you want to ask?
The bed did not just explode on its own. It did have help. I'll give you that much. Well, the bed that wasn't a bed.
How? You
That-
tunes are rather peculiar.
I mean, I don't know if it's all tunes or if it's just some tunes or if it's just me and my sibling. Although we have a good bunch here that, yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe it is most tunes. So I've met
Processing.
I've met some real kind that are also kind of whack.
Huh.
It might just be our line of work, honestly.
I suspect so. What is your line of work?
Bounty hunter.
Huh.
Yeah.
So you look for people.
Give or take, yeah. Sometimes we find them, sometimes they escape into the wilderness. Sometimes we run into them again later. Usually we just go looking for people, yeah.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Why, are you looking for someone?
Yes, I am. Real kind human. Have you heard of anybody named Sirius?
Have I heard of Sirius?
Roll history.
Shite. Okay. Ooh.
No.
I have not heard of anyone named Sirius, not a real kind human anyway, but I can keep a lookout for them. They do something in particular to you, or are you looking for a friend, or?
My husband.
Oh, your husband! Oh no! Well, wait, before I go further, what are Sirius's pronouns?
I kind of links. Now, I heard you ask that towards the other two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pronouns. Kind of like how me and my sibling are they, them, and Lucifer is he, him. I think I and we and they are also pronouns, but those are a little less specific. Those are more general use as opposed to personal.
That different you can use, though. I he just kind of like starts to like think about that a bit. We always use he, him for Sirius.
Okay. Do you have a preference for any, or are you used to any? Those can change, you know.
Kind of just like blinks. People always call me she, her.
Okay. Are you cool with those, or do you want a different set, or is that a new question?
Cat is just blinking a lot.
I'm broke cat.
You're breaking cat. You're breaking cat.
Yes, good.
You can change those.
People do it all the time. It's one of those things about language where it's like some people are like, oh, I've forgotten that train of thought. Yeah, they change sometimes. Sometimes people go by more than one set too.
So, can I get back to you on that?
Oh yeah, for sure. Take your time.
I suppose. Guy just kind of like looks off to the far distance.
Starts conversation, pulling out his chef's knife, then moves on to pronouns. Gotcha. Well, how about this? We will put the pronouns bit aside for a minute. You said you were looking for your husband, right?
Yes.
Where was the last place you saw him?
Where I'm from is the fuck name of the
Isles.
fuck. Hold on.
Isles.
I think. Hold on. I can't read names. Fuck. Hold on. Soto is having difficult. Cat knows. Soto is just illiterate. Hold on. He disappeared one day and the Berthos Isles. I had to come here. Supposedly, because last time these sort of things happened, they were supposedly here.
Here is in the continent, or here is in Ghibli? We're still in Ghibli?
Inkwell.
Inkwell.
That,
Gotcha.
fortunately, that's not a great specifics.
It's not particularly specific, but we can certainly keep an eye out, and I'm sure we'll run into all kinds of information. It tends to
Yeah.
happen a lot.
Well, all I know is for sure the order had something to do with it.
The order had something to do with it?
Order 13, your sibling
Yes.
talked about it.
Gotcha.
Do you know something about it? And just kind of glaring now at Ducky.
I mean, not so much in details. We've run into bits and pieces about them, and we're not part of them by any means. I'll give you that.
I'm sorry,
reassurance.
okay, I'm just gonna roll inside, just kind of,
Yeah.
Hey. Da. 22.
Go what?
22.
So far as I remember, we don't know much about the order. We just know bits and bobbles. So this is me trying to remember what all we know. Ducky.
No, you're good.
I mean, Ducky's not lying per se,
Mm-hmm.
because there's been very little information about the order. Even if you guys hadn't just been fucking around, you wouldn't have found very much information on them. The most you know is that they're the bad guys, that they want Luciver for some reason, and that Loch Longshot had very specifically called Luciver not real, where Loch Longshot was a tune.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Yeah. Oh, I just heard myself. Do you know of someone named Loch? Wait, do I know the name Loch Longshot?
Yeah.
Specifically. Okay. Do you know of someone named Loch Longshot?
I highly doubt he does. Hard, yeah.
Yeah, he
No.
doesn't.
Yeah. A cat just shakes his head. It's just not that I know of.
Gotcha. Okay. That's a name for you. No idea. Almost killed him. Did not. Them? Did we ask pronouns?
Yeah,
them.
you did.
We did.
Them.
In my notes. We almost killed them, but did not.
They are part of this whole thing.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I'll note that down then. Might as well get something out of all of this.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you know.
Yeah, pretty much. They're pretty secretive, that bunch. So yeah. We had a beach episode. We went to the beach.
You keep saying that, but I don't understand the beach. The not the beach. The episode part
Mm-hmm.
of that.
Well, we did this whole thing, and it was a job, and then it turned into a different kind of job, and then that was where we met Lucifer, and then we all had hangout time, and then we ended up splitting up, and then we went to the beach for a couple of weeks, and I bought some standy speakies, and so that's fantastic, and we got some sand. And I have a jar of sand. I'm not going to pull it out. But yeah, we went to the beach. And now we're here.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
I lived on an island, so basically every day is going to the beach.
Gotcha. Was it?
Yeah. Yes,
I was just going to say, was it a good place to live?
it was.
Yeah.
It was calm when nothing charged or anything. It was a good place to live and grow up, even with whatever the fuck everything happened was.
Gotcha. Is it okay? I'm gonna ask this. It tends to be a bit of a question for some people. Like, did you leave to like find your husband only, or were you like banned from there? Because like me and Phlox have a little bit of experience with getting banned from places. And if it's somewhere you can't go back to, like that's kind of something we want to write down, just so that we don't get you in trouble and have to deal with authorities.
I just left to look for my husband and my best friend, Roderick.
Oh, best friend
human.
too. We can put that down.
Yeah,
Also human?
Also human.
Gotcha. Do you know Roderick's pronouns?
We also use he, him. We don't really have anything like that of choosing.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
From where from, that's news to me.
Gotcha. Yeah, it can be new to some people. Yeah, I get you. But hey, now you get to now you know it, and now you can choose. Mm-hmm. Or just stick with what you know.
I suppose. Just again the long stare.
Yeah. I mean, I've been asking a lot of questions. Do you have any questions in particular for me? Or I guess.
Well, since you know from where I'm from, where are you from?
Bit of all over. And not in the lying way. Mm-hmm. Me and my sibling, yeah, we travel a lot. So we don't really have anywhere that we would necessarily call home. And I don't know that we were like, see, that's the thing about tunes, as well as like the whole being like we were born here and raised here is kind of a bit complicated.
How so?
I don't remember. Well, sometimes tunes just exist. And sometimes tunes do not just exist. As far as I know, me and Phlox are like space adjacent, space-ish, where we come from. It's we'll mark that one down as complicated.
Space.
Galaxy far, far away kind of thing.
Sorry. Galaxy. Do you mean from the like? Cat, like he points up.
More or less, yeah, more or less. We'll go.
How did you get here?
My memory's not quite that long. That's more of a question for Phlox. I'm sure Phlox would tell you all about it.
The irritating one.
Yeah, Phlox likes irritating people just a little bit. It gives a more honest reaction to how people feel and creates a little bit of chaos.
Suppose so.
I mean, if you felt differently about Phlox, right? Like, and I know the order is a bit of a sensitive subject with you, but you reacted a bit more honestly as opposed to being sneaky and trying to find out information from us that way. Because some people do that.
Guess there is some logic in this madness.
A little bit. Sometimes it's just fun. Phlox finds fun in some things like that.
I don't know what is fun about almost getting grabbed and potentially stabbed.
Yeah, I'm the one that puts Phlox back together after, so I gotta admit, I don't understand much of the appeal either, but some people just are like that. And sometimes that gets Phlox free knives. I mean, if you get stabbed by somebody, right, and they don't want it back afterwards, it's kind of yours now, right?
It just like multiple blinks. Like I suppose that's one way of it.
Ducky's been quiet this whole time, and then just all of this. Flash for Cat right now.
I'm glad you two have each other then.
We're quite the team.
Suppose that's good enough as it is.
How? I was going to ask a question, but it's a change. Well, I was caught on the shrine, right? We find this mysterious path off the road after meeting those people who were quite interesting. And then we find this path to this little area, and there's like a shrine here, right? Something. Yes. I can't read it.
I don't know what it says either.
And I'm like, what if there's a secret here?
Do you want to look for one?
Kind of. I kind of want to wait until the morning, because if we find a secret, it'll probably wake up everyone. But I also just kind of want to go poke because now I'm awake.
We can go poke on whatever. I highly doubt there is something significant that will wake anybody up as long as we don't stray too far from the path.
Mm-hmm.
Still getting used to the stars here, so.
Fair. There's a lot of them.
Yes, I'm still trying to make a map for this side of the world.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if Phlox has one. I don't think I have one to help you out there, but we can see if Phlox does in the morning.
Perhaps.
Mm-hmm. Or we can check around next town we find.
It's something to see.
But
Well,
let's go poke.
let's go. Because we're poking.
All right. Make an investigation check.
Investigation.
Aye.
That's my investigation. 2.
Ducky, there are things on this shrine. You're pretty sure your friends put them there.
Oh my goodness, my friends put stuff here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, roll stealth.
Oh,
'Cause
God.
Okay.
you're walking through the camp.
Stealth. That's straight up. Beautiful, amazing. Good job, everybody.
Let's see. Carmiña and Jack, what's your passive perceptions?
Mine's a 15.
So, Jack, you hear people walking by.
He's immediately shooting up.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We're just
What are
looking.
you doing?
Nothing.
It's fine. I just go back to sleep.
It's fine. We're on watch. We got this. Just a bunny.
Carmiña, you also wake up. Because your passive perception appears to be 14.
It is 13. She wakes up with a can you keep it quiet there?
Yep.
Yeah.
We will definitely be quiet.
Yeah, sorry.
Oops.
Oh God. I'm just trying to figure out how he's fucking reacting to this shit.
Yeah,
Don't
teenager who just
mind.
woke up.
Don't mind the glowing ASMR and the duck
Carrying a glowing apple.
Yep.
with a glowing apple.
Mm-hmm.
How far is it into like their watch shift? Like, is it later or middle?
It's late into their watch shift.
Because at this point, he might as well just get up. That was what I was weighing. So if he's already up,
Yeah, you do see from the tree that, you see from the tree that there are 2 large stuffed tunes sitting under with Phlox still probably curled up. There's
Like a cat.
Yeah, like a cat. There's a flash of light up in the tree. What are you 2 doing? You're so
Nothing. Go back to sleep.
Wasn't expecting us to be this loud then.
You're like
Well-
elephants. Jeez.
I mean, just go back to sleep. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Alright.
We nailed it.
Yeah.
You actually find a few flowers growing behind the shrine. They're nice, pretty, really small, really light blue flowers. Did Phlox wake up too?
Yes, Phlox woke up, and they don't seem to move much, except they give Ducky the gift of a bird, and then they sort of roll back over in Teddy's arms and just curl up into a ball again.
My God. I'm just gonna do a quick nature check on the flowers. Oh, that's beautiful roll. That's a beautiful roll.
Oh boy.
It's a 4.
You've never seen these flowers before. You have no idea what they are. They're light blue.
Nope.
They look very pretty.
Ah, yes. Flowers.
Flowers.
These flowers are made of flour.
Cat would just do druid craft and try and make more grow so that he can just take those rather than from the original. And Cat is gonna just stash those in.
Ducky will
Write down
Also-
light blue flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Ducky will also grab one if there's some left over. As long as it's not the last one.
Yeah.
There were,
Cat can.
there were
yeah.
like a couple of blue flowers behind there already, like at least 5.
Okay.
So with Cat using druid craft to create more, there's plenty.
Perfect. Ducky will take one.
I don't think there's much there.
No buttons. No slidey things.
Nope.
Don't think so.
Would it... Oh, I guess...
Just a shrine,
My next thought was, would it make sense for something like this to be here?
It's flowers and the grass, so.
Not the flowers. Not the flowers. The shrine.
Shrine.
Yeah.
Depends on others' beliefs and such.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm not accustomed to anything from here, but there's always a few things here and there for like Fae and such.
Oh yeah, the Fae.
Which is why you gotta pay your respects at the very least, or whatever gods there might be.
I paid respect. It was just fine.
Yes.
Well, as much as we pay respect. I guess that's real respect.
It's at least something. An acknowledgement.
Please, Faye, do not come eat us in our sleep.
Don't turn into a rabbit and do that.
Yes. No people eating rabbits, please.
So, Jack, how are you taking this? You didn't go back to sleep.
No, he's awake and he's actually probably like doing like stretches or something. Just like silently getting himself ready because he works out. He's not doing anything intensive that would wake other people up. But he's probably just like stretching next to his bedroll and just he can't really ignore the conversation happening, but he's not engaging with it. He is listening, however. Kind of confused at parts, but whatever.
Alright, third watch.
Now that everyone's awake.
I will say, if any of you want to ask him about, you can see a lot of his scars now because he's like fully up, only in like the bottom layer. Again, he's got a few of them that are glowing. He's got a lot.
Mm-hmm. Cat is just like very passively, like just looking a little bit concerned. Just
He's covered in scars.
oh gosh.
Screw it. Ducky will whirl around and go, "Hey, you're Jack, right?
Yes.
Jack. Jack, did we ask you your pronouns?"
You didn't, but he, him for me.
Fantastic. Okay. Just making sure. You're not looking for anybody yourself, are you?
Other than the job we were hired to do, no.
Well, yeah. The job. We were hired for the job. We know that one. I was just making sure we didn't have anybody to add to the list.
How long is your list now?
Ooh, well, Phlox keeps track of the contract, and not all the contracts are fulfilled. So we've got a couple of those. We've got a couple personal that we're looking for, like friends and everything else. Less of a active search and more of a keeping track and that kind of stuff. And then a couple here and there. So I don't know the number. That's a Phlox question. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Jack, do the scars hurt still, or are you okay?
Some of them do.
Do have some healing if you ever need it.
Same.
Not right now. It's just how it is.
If you're sure.
I will say, yeah, you can roll. What would you roll for this? Just make a perception roll on him if you want to, like, look more deeply at. He's got a lot of scars, y'all.
Gosh.
You can also roll Arcana on the funky glowing one, and one of the ones.
Ooh.
You can see some of the. He's got multiple spell scars. You can clearly tell that.
Here's my question for I think it would be hard.
Yeah.
If Ducky, as a cleric, would Ducky have an inkling right off the bat what some of them are from, or would Ducky need to think real hard about it?
I feel like Ducky would need to roll medicine.
Okay.
You can roll Perception or Arcana if you want to do the magic one specifically.
Holy shit! That's
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
What's that?
Hey.
Some of these, I don't remember. I have to pull up his. I'll share his ref. He's wearing like a tank top, and like just short, pajamas. So you can't see all of them, but I will put like the ref in here. And this is like a base line. So he's actually probably got even more scattered, just smaller ones. So for the nat 20, and Ducky also rolled really high. Those spell scars are pretty high level spells, like powerful spells that he's been scarred from. And with those high rolls, I will say, you both do notice there's a large concentration of scarring, both magical and non, around his neck and shoulders. And you also notice that funky white back scar he's got going on. You don't know a thing about that, but it's there. His skin has large white cracks that spread way down his back. It's there.
And I will add something to that because Kat got a nat 20. Kat, you've seen someone with scars like these before. They, you grew up with them, or, in town.
Mm-hmm.
They had a lot of interesting old stories to tell. But they're a retired from some war somewhere.
I don't mean to intrude, but how did you get these? These are uh dangerous to get.
I was a soldier.
You don't have anybody coming after you, do you?
No,
Okay.
not now.
I'm glad then that you are here then.
Mm-hmm.
And Cat would just like scurry along to Carmiña's side and just gently shake.
Carmiña was already awake.
Uh,
She didn't manage to go to sleep, but she just wakes up and goes to join Sforzando. She just sits down next to him and says, "Hey,
Hello.
hi." She's gonna pour one of her smokes and offer you one.
He declines.
More for her.
I don't smoke.
She eats one and then puts the other one who starts emitting smoke immediately. No fire needed.
If she's got like a cloud of smoke around her, he's actually probably going to not to be. I'm not trying to be rude, but he's just like this. He's going to move away from the smoke because he.
Okay. Can I see if Carmiña noticed that?
Yeah, you do. He just kind of silently starts to
Alright.
shuffle over.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You don't need
sorry.
insight for
Uh,
that.
you're all right. It's just I need to have good breath support. Is all. Can't risk any form of lung damage.
Oh, yeah, sure. She's gonna eat the other one. There is no more smokes. Sorry about that. I calms my nerves, you know.
It's all right.
So, beautiful place we are in.
Sorry, can you say that again? You're kind of muffled, so it's harder.
Sorry. Can you guys hear me well?
Yeah, it's just.
You're just kind of muffled, so
Sorry about that.
enunciate your words.
You're all right. It's my audio processing is kind of starting to blech. So.
Sorry about that.
You're all right.
Anyways, I'm gonna yell. Oh yeah, she was saying like, well, beautiful place we're in today. Here, this place. Do you do this kind of thing? Like, are you used to this kind of thing? Job?
No. I'm new to Banquel as a whole, actually, and my nephew is the one who picked this job for me after the last one didn't go as intended.
Oh, did something happen?
I'd rather not talk about it.
Yeah, sure. There are things that it's better not to speak aloud, I guess. Sorry. I really suck at the small talk. Should have asked what your favorite color was.
It's no issue. I haven't particularly thought about my favorite color.
Well, mine is red, as you can see.
Noted.
Sorry?
Noted.
Aye. She's gonna just stare at her hands now.
Make sure to roll a perception check for me.
Yep. We are on watch after all.
Both of you at... You know what? I'm not gonna make you roll at disadvantage because it's getting light out.
Sorry.
Alright.
I don't know if I said it. I'll say it now. Ducky took the apple and went over and sat next to Teddy whenever they started talking.
Okay.
Cat is
No,
at his bedroll.
I rolled wrong again. Sorry.
That's okay.
I think.
Yeah, you got a 16 though.
No, I rolled well. It was
Yeah. So Jack, off in the distance, you hear thumping noises, but it's retreating. Carmiña, you're hearing birds starting to sing, like, you know, the world is waking up.
He is going to take note of the thumping. He is going to try to listen for anything else. Or is it just the thumping noise?
Just the thumping noise, like very heavy footsteps, but they're getting further and further away.
Around how far away?
So as you're listening, you can hear the retreating sound of footsteps. For at least a couple of minutes, and then you don't hear the footsteps anymore.
Okay. Were they going to or from the path we came from?
They seem to be going past where you're sitting now. So if you had gone along the pathway back to the road, they would have passed you along the road.
About how close to the camp did they get?
So when you started noticing the footsteps, they seemed a bit closer, and it seemed like they were circling the campsite, but they didn't get close enough to be able to see them. But they were still within earshot for quite a while after they seemed to have decided to move on.
Well, because, the reason I'm asking all this is because if he hears the footsteps, his first instinct is going to be to confront them, so that's why I was asking how close and everything would have been. So when he first started hearing the footsteps, they were already,
they were already starting to move away.
Yeah. I don't think he'd shout after them then. So, he is going to ask Carmiña if she heard anything. Or at the very least try to point out the footsteps to her.
Well, no, I didn't hear anything. Should we be worried?
That depends. He is going to get up and go to like the edge of the clearing. He's not going to explicitly leave, but he is going to try to get a closer look to where he heard them pass through, just to see.
So as you get to the edge of the clearing, you look out through the trees and you look down, and there's about a couple of feet away to where you can still see, but it's slightly covered by the dense undergrowth. There's an impression of a larger than average foot in the mossy ground.
Definitely taking note of that. Other than that, he'd wait for everyone to wake up on their own before he starts mentioning it.
Let's see.
To Carmiña, though, he will mention something appears to have come by the camp. I'll wait until morning to ask the others. Make sure nothing has
Okay.
messed with.
Okay. So no need to wake them up, right?
Doesn't appear to be.
Bye. Okay. Just seem used to this.
He is, however, still on guard.
Come again. Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Oh, I just meant he's still, he's kind of on edge and listening out even closer than he was previously.
Mm-hmm.
Just in case.
From behind you, you hear a very quiet, "So, what's going on?"
I heard a creature of some sort pass by the camp, and there appears to be a footprint out here. So, waiting to see if anything happens, anything returns, but it appears to be alright for now, as it sounded like they were retreating.
You turn and it's Luciver, who...
Yeah. That's why it's...
seemed to have walked over, but did not even make a sound when he did.
Yeah, he didn't particularly react to that. He just, oh, it's Lucifer's voice, Lucifer's here, alright, whatever. But yeah, he mentions what he heard and what he sees to Lucifer. If Lucifer is next to him, he might point out the footprint.
Mm-hmm. So they're just gonna lean around and look. Roll. I might have him roll Arcana. It's 16. What's the plus? There's the plus 2. So that's larger footprints like that are usually from giants like creatures, right? Goliaths and larger.
Sorry, I couldn't hear that.
Oh. So he says, larger footprints like that are from, giant-like creatures. You know, Goliaths or larger. Right?
Indeed.
Are they usually aggressive?
It seems that they didn't come in to where we were. And, well, if they were... If it's... If they wanted to mess with us, it'd be while we were sleeping, I think. That's how you get the jump on people. So I think that perhaps we are safe right now.
Okay. Much else than just
What did Carmiña say?
Oh no, Carmiña was just saying. Okay, well, not much else than keeping an eye on things and.
Alright, so do you guys want to take a break now?
Just about to mention that, because we are at 2-hour mark.
Alright. Everyone take a break, get up, stretch, get some water. Yeah.
Hydrate or dehydrate.
Hydrate or
Drink the water, or I'm gonna reach through the screen and throttle you.
I'm gonna make myself a tea. Hey.
Refill your water.
still may be people in the background, but I am back and I am here. Please watch Cheese Heist. Yes. Hello. Yeah, no worries. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Questions. Um. You know, the problem... This is getting picked up by the recording. The problem with asking some of those questions is that Lucifer's not going to answer them. Because I would want to answer them in real time. So off recording, he's not going to answer them.
Damn. Can you label which ones are that?
Mm-hmm. He's not answering the teeth question, but there are a few other questions that Audio sent me that he's not going to answer because I would want to, I wouldn't want to answer them actually, like, on recording. Yup. Yup. Isn't that an amazing feat of the internet? You can hear them all through my headphones, and they're all being captured on recording.
Show teeth, show teeth, show teeth, show teeth, show teeth.
Hello, everybody!
Oh my god, I can hear you on my headphones. Show teeth, show teeth.
I don't know why everyone wants to see the teeth. Lucifer has teeth, okay?
No,
they're
what's
regular.
What's his opinion of teeth? Does Teddy have teeth? Does Lily have teeth? Is Lily gonna open their mouth and be a bunch of teeth there? Teeth.
Yes.
Oh my god.
The crazy thing is they both have teeth.
What kind of teeth?
Regular teeth.
What kind of teeth are regular? Teddy's a teddy bear. Made out of spare parts. And Lily's a rag doll.
Yeah, but you know about Lily.
Yeah, real kind human teeth. Real kind human teeth.
No, it's not real kind human teeth. It's just teeth.
Teeth.
There's teeth there.
Let me up. Let me up. Off his cord. Help. Help. Cut. There you go. He's very dramatically laying half in Heart's lap.
Blue Jay, there's a thing about Teddy that you don't know yet, obviously, or that you didn't catch in the last game. And that's the only clue you're getting. Both Teddy and Lily have normal teeth. You know how toons have teeth? Some of them don't. But the kind of toons that these two are have teeth. Yes, Teddy has bare teeth. And Lily has normal human teeth. Looking. They look human! You know, Ghibli style! Jeez Louise! Yes, Deluxe has normal human teeth. Ducks have teeth. Okay, so Lily has teeth. They look like, you know, human teeth that you would put. They look. They look like regular teeth. Okay? They aren't human teeth, they're toon teeth. Yes, they're all Lily's teeth. Lily didn't lose any teeth. They're not real kind human teeth, okay? They're toon teeth. No, Lily did not gain teeth. What? No. Okay. Yep.
Oh, Jesus, hello. I keep the tuna because Toaster's upset.
Aw, Toaster.
Hi, hello, I'm done eating. What is
Hi.
up?
I'm being
You're,
bullied.
what's happening is you're fucking losing it over teeth right now.
Yes, I'm being bullied over teeth.
Good. That's fucking stellar. Let's keep this train going.
We were just bullying hard a bit. Don't worry about it.
So I need to catch up with the gallery. I walked downstairs and I forgot my phone, so I couldn't catch up.
Teeth back where they belong, says Kraken.
It's,
Amazing.
what do you mean by what you did with my teeth? They were crackers. I had to chew them. Duh.
This is so very cursed.
With this game's intro and our current break, I think we've got quite a little curse content.
You have so much cursed content. It's amazing. Also, yeah, Kat just being like, why is your sibling like that? And Ducky being like, IDK, that's just how they're, yeah. Yes. Just straight up spawn. No, it's a whole thing where they got picked up by a couple of space alien tunes, and, you know, sometimes you just have your childhood up in space for a bit, and it's fine. And you stay in contact. And you love each other very much. And they're bootleg Mandalorians combined with Pokemon. I don't know what to tell you guys. I had to add that in.
This is the way.
This is the way!
Space bounty hunters is the way.
The best way.
I think I remember you mentioning the Mandalorian thing, because I think I remember that, I think.
Don't eat the yogurt.
Still laughing over the stupid fucking teeth discussion.
You know, teeth.
You know, teeth.
Okay.
My shiny teeth and me.
Are you guys
Shove the teeth aside, we have a
ready
game
to
to
go?
do.
Yeah.
Yep.
About.
We're good. No more teeth for your game.
No more teeth talk.
No more teeth.
I don't know. Do rabbits have teeth?
Do rabbits have teeth?
Rabbits do
I
have
guess
teeth.
we're getting through this by the skin of our teeth.
Alright.
Does your teeth have skin?
Everyone's ready.
Yep.
Make sure to do a long rest. Because you all
Right.
got one.
Oh, yeah.
And now it is daytime. Gonna get going?
Let's go.
Okay. Alright. So, you guys get back on the road. And fast pace, right? Again?
Fast pace
Yeah.
through the road.
Alright. So, the day passes really uneventfully. Do you guys want to do any roleplay?
No, boy.
I don't know if you would because you're rushing.
I feel like there's definitely just at the very least, whenever Phlox wakes up, they're like, okay, so don't tell anyone your names or pronouns. And probably refuses to explain at least a little. And then do absolutely look at Kat and go, do the little Naya hand motion.
Cat is confused. Actually, Cat will just do it back questionably.
Yes! Yes!
Teach them
Yes!
real kind. Naya.
Yes! It's the real kind! Like tricks.
God.
Fucking losing it.
Just Phlox doing it back encouragingly, like, yes, yes, yes. We're gonna teach this real kind tricks.
Oh my God. Please.
Alright. Anyone else want to do anything before we go to the night? Because, like I said, nothing happened during the day. You guys, it passed very uneventfully. You guys rushed along the road.
I think Ducky's good for now.
Mm-hmm.
Is Sforzando gonna talk to the others about the footprints and
Yeah,
shit?
that he once everyone is awake, he does mention the noises he heard in the footprint in the clearing.
Mm-hmm.
Just I think it would be just before they left, just because other
Yeah.
stuff. Everyone's all there.
And Luciver would have mentioned that the footprints probably belong to some something Goliath or larger sized. You know, Oni.
This is why we take watch.
But it didn't seem like whoever made those footprints actually went into the camp or noticed that they were there.
Mm-hmm.
So, the day passed uneventfully, and it's starting to get dark. Do you want to keep going?
If it's just starting,
Mm-hmm.
I think are prompting keep going at least a little bit, but not. As for everyone else, it depends.
Mm-hmm.
We can go until it gets dark, and that's when we stop.
Well, it's starting to. So
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
how is everybody else feeling?
I'm alright. I can keep going.
keep going for a little bit, at least.
Mm-hmm.
That's the collective choice.
Carmiña?
Yeah, that was a yes, sorry.
Alright, so everyone agrees to keep going. So you guys keep going, and it gets darker as the sun goes down and the moon comes out. And make a perception check.
Ooh, fun. Eh.
Getting passive fire. Can't see shit.
Wow.
Oh, hey, Carmiña sees stuff.
Hey.
Whoa, she has size now.
We can do that 20s.
Hey!
Lucifer.
Lucifer.
Same roll, different mods.
Okay. So, everyone but Lucifer.
Nice.
With the 2 nat 20s, the 30-20, the 27, and the 11. I feel like Kat kind of spots the mild amount of smoke first, and it's only like a couple of seconds before everyone else sees that there's so off to your right, a little bit back into the forest, there seems to be someone making camp. And they have a fire, and you guys realize that you've been marching a lot, and yes, you've been eating your rations, but, you know, that smells like something being freshly cooked. What do you guys do?
Phlox doesn't trust like that.
Nope. Cat doesn't trust.
Nope.
Can we see? You said we could tell that there was someone there.
Yep.
With the camp.
There's
Can we?
someone there. Seems to be in a in a cloak. Their backs turned towards you, and they're as you get a wee bit closer along the road. You can tell that whatever they're cooking is like quite large, and it's on a spit.
Are they quite large?
They're
are they small?
Sitting down. They seem to be they seem to be relatively average toon size.
Okay.
Which would be around Phlox and Ducky size.
Okay.
Just keep on going.
Yeah, let's not bother them.
What, you don't want to say hi?
I don't want to say die.
Alright.
We can hunt our own food if we need.
8 rocks, so.
Well, is your stomach okay?
I mean, but
Never had
Consider. We are looking for someone who we think may have passed along this road. What if this person has seen something?
Alright, you go talk to them.
Sure, maybe I will.
There's someone to talk to? Just catching up.
Over there.
Oh. Ducky, do you want me to go with you?
You know? Sure. Or at least Teddy.
Luciver and Teddy are going to walk forward to join Ducky. Lily's just gonna stand there and stare.
Mm-hmm. Ducky will lead this tiny parade over, and whenever we get not like super close, but relatively close, Ducky will call out and say, "Hello there."
The figure looks up and turns slightly. Oh, hello. Traveling?
Mm-hmm. Yourself?
Yes, I've been on the road for quite some time. Would you, like something to eat? I have far too much here.
I think we're good for now. We've got our own rations and whatnot. Just wanted to check in and see if maybe you've seen some people wandering down this road other than ourselves and you.
Some people? Could you give me a description?
Not particularly. Hang on just a moment. Probably at least 2 people, maybe a woman with cotton candy hair.
Cotton
One.
hair.
White hair
Just
stripes.
for a second. No, I got a 1, by the way. No, I haven't seen anyone with cotton candy hair along the road.
Mm-hmm. Are we close enough now to get a little bit more of a description on the person at the fire?
Mm-hmm. So, the fire kind of lights them up, and you can tell that they're very furry. And, as they're talking to you and their mouth opens, you see some kind of large incisors. Teeth.
Teeth, some teeth.
And their hands are black. Fleshy. They're just they look kind of like, a groundhog tune.
Groundhog tune?
Yes. They've got a dark green cloak on, which seems very worn, like they've been on the road for a long, long time.
Gotcha. If you haven't seen a woman, what about, or the cotton candy hair, what about in those words, maybe a cat tune?
Cat tune?
Yeah.
Specifically one with white and black stripes.
Yeah. Does that ring a bell, I presume?
Think for a moment. It's 16. And they hold up their hand and they say, well, I think a couple days back, passed by a rather rowdy customer, and I think a Giblin with ears and long white and black hair.
You said, sorry, go ahead.
Couple days back, might be more like 4 or 5. I'm sorry, time is not my specialty.
No, that's just fine. You said customer?
Yes. A rough looking person.
Like at a shop or like just in general?
No, as a describing a person. I'm sorry.
Oh, gotcha. I understand. Gotcha. Do you know relatively where you were at the time? Or what direction that person might have been going?
Let's see. I think I was closer to Chihiro at the time. And they were headed out towards... And they point in a direction for you.
Okay. Is it relatively the direction we've been going, or is it more into the wood?
It seems to be more into the woods. And they speak up again and go, thereabouts is, I think, where they might have been headed from this position, specifically.
And they were by themselves?
Yep, there was just the woman and the tough customer who seemed to be mildly dragging her along. She was asleep.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Alrighty, well, thank you for the information. Yes, we'll leave you to your supper and head on out. Thank you.
May the light guide your path. And they
Yep.
back to their turning their meal.
And I will just, I guess, turn around and head back to the group.
And Lucifer goes with you, just staring at the figure as you three go back.
And then once we're to the group and not necessarily within earshot of the person at the fire, whose name I very carefully did remember to not ask, and go, yeah, no, that was definitely a kidnapping.
Great.
That was not a surprise vacation. Definitely a kidnapping confirmed.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Suppose they saw her then?
Yes. Yeah. And with a quote unquote tough customer, and she was asleep. So yeah, probably heading towards Mirage. Mirage Lake, wherever we're headed.
How long ago?
They are not great with time, but probably about 4 or 5 days ago. I don't know.
That's what they said, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which means they're probably about there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Good thing we're in a hurry. They did say they weren't great with time, so it could have been a little bit shorter than that. Does anybody remember how long Carrie said that Rosalind had been missing?
At least for a day, I believe.
Okay.
She did say that she went to check up on her. She didn't answer.
Mm-hmm. Okie doke.
Have a time frame.
Yeah, we have a time frame. We have a direction. We are going the right direction, as far as we can tell.
As we can tell, that's so reassuring.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we are kind of trusting. We're checking our own knowledge, but we're also kind of going off of the knowledge of this person that I walked up to on the street.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm. So, who is all by themselves and has a ginormous
Boar.
creature
Turning on a spit. It was a boar.
Mhm.
You walked up, it's a boar.
Okay, yeah.
Turning on a spit.
There is a ginormous boar on a spit. So
I guess it wasn't boring.
does anyone other than Phlox have input?
I suppose it's a question of should we start getting shortcuts or do we follow the road?
Mm-hmm. Do we want to find...
I know we
Go
have
ahead.
to stop soon.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, perhaps get a little tired.
Yeah. It's something to ponder about as we rest.
Mm-hmm.
We did say we would leave the main road eventually. Can head off now, set up camp when we find a place, and continue in the morning.
We should probably not go too far into the woods until the morning. But yes.
Alright, so you guys are going to make camp now?
Mm-hmm. How far do we want to go from the lovely person that we just talked to?
Probably just far enough.
Probably.
We are not an eye shot at the very least.
So, out of earshot? Or out of eye shot?
Preferably both.
Mhm.
We don't want to have this situation where we're like, all right, bye, and then we go the same way.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys pass by the person's campsite and walk a little farther, and then do you go off to the left or off to the right to make camp?
Which is closer to the direction the groundhog was pointing?
The left.
No, I forgot.
Probably, yeah.
Can I roll perception to find a good spot?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You could too.
Sorry, there is a lot of noise. I couldn't hear anything.
Oh. Okay, so when did we
No,
lose
your
you?
question. Your question. I couldn't hear your question.
Oh. So I was just asking if you guys were planning on making camp now, and the rest of the party decided that it would be a good idea to get out of eyesight of the person that Ducky
No,
and Lucifer went to talk to.
Carmiña is definitely following the group, and I think she will actually get as far as she can of that person and also go to the left. Yeah. Camping on the left.
Yeah, so a little ways away from the road, Cat, you spot like a grove of trees that seems pretty sheltered from the road itself, but has like enough space for all of you to bed down in.
Seems this best spot of Sunday. Shifts. How are we gonna do them this time?
I can take the shift closest to the morning at least, depending on who all wants to hang out with me and watch the sunrise.
I tend to get up that early anyway. It's best for me to take the final shift.
I'll take the middle shift, if that's all right.
I'll take first shift.
So, what are the shifts left?
So there's first and second shift.
Yeah. Carmiña had the last one, so she offers for the first.
Okay, so Carmiña and Ducky on first shift. Cat and Lucifer on second. And then Phlox and Jack on third.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So as before, Lucifer picks a tree and starts trying to climb it, and almost like a monkey, because I rolled an 18, he catches one of the branches and easily flings himself up and up and up into the tree. This time using acrobatics, so that's a 19. And he curls up somewhere near the top, with Teddy and Lily kind of just sitting down at the bottom of the tree.
Cat is just setting up like bedroll and such, and just kind of take a look at the rest. Like, are we interested in trying to do some hunting for food, or is that gonna be something for later?
Does anyone have an opinion on this?
On one hand, some food would probably be nice, but on the other hand, we'd have to make a fire and chance whatever's in the woods.
Eaten by wolves.
Or bunnies. The bunnies could come back to life. Mm-hmm.
Don't know what's up with
You
those.
won't get eaten by bunnies.
Okay, maybe not the tiny little bunnies, but maybe like the giant ones.
You never know. Just Cat is just smiling a little bit.
Bunnies will not eat you.
Plus, we don't know what bunnies are actual bunnies and what bunnies are not actual bunnies and are just pretending to be bunnies.
The world of full of possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go look at some trees, I think. You guys keep talking about bunnies.
We could potentially set up some snares or something for bunnies. That way, if they're not actually bunnies, they'll avoid them.
That could work.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if anyone has anything to set up snares or anything, though.
I have rope.
Nailed it.
What would that be?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
To create a trap?
Yes,
Yes.
snares is such a
I'd
round.
say survival.
Alright.
Ducky will get some rope out, I guess.
Is Ducky and Cat doing it at the same time?
Yeah.
Is Ducky gonna
Mhm.
help Cat?
Ducky can help Cat.
Okay.
Because then Cat gets advantage.
I get
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
advantage. Ooh, survival, that's 1, and then with advantage, we'll take the 18. That's it's not bad, but still.
Alright, so with Ducky's help, you set up quite a few snare traps. And they look pretty good. Honestly, your adoptive father probably taught you how to make traps to catch small animals.
Mm-hmm.
And you're drawing on your experience with that.
And
That should be enough.
mm-hmm. And if anybody tries to sneak up on us, I might walk into one too.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Functions for both. Good things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I'm
Now we
gonna
have-
go ahead and rest then.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
I'd better
Ducky.
just shuffle along.
Yep. So, Ducky and Carmiña on watch. Roll me perception checks.
Yes. My computer is.
So,
All right.
I have a question. Did Ducky cast light again?
Yes.
Okay, so
Ducky.
both of you are rolling without disadvantage for this. But
Okay.
unfortunately, that means that Carmiña, you don't really see much of anything, and Ducky, there seems to be like crickets. It's very quiet.
Very quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Since it's very quiet, Ducky will reach into their pocket, probably the left one,
Mm-hmm.
and pull out a small egg and just check on it.
Alright, as you pull out the small egg, roll me a d6.
Okay. 1. 1.
Oh, okay. So, as you pull it out, suddenly the egg grows a little bit, and it's no longer small enough to put in your pocket.
Oh no. But it doesn't look like it's gonna crack or anything, right?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. So,
But now you have to carry it.
of course. Okay. Ducky will just sit there and cradle the egg on watch. Sure, okay.
Carmiña, you see Ducky pull out this really cute let's see, brown egg with blue speckles, and it suddenly grows to be 3 times its original size.
Oh, they grow up so fast.
Hi there.
Nice egg you have there. Yours?
Yes, in that it's mine now. I may be a bird, but I did not lay the egg. But yes, it is my egg.
Carmiña is just gonna probably just sit next to Ducky and just.
Ducky
Not
will
mine.
hold. I was gonna say Ducky will hold it out a little bit to show Carmiña, but not hand it to Carmiña.
Can Carmiña try to reach and pat the egg?
Roll nature or arcana for me. Pick one.
Alright, let me check. Nature is a new one for me. Yay! I know what both have no
No modifier. Let's go.
no
Very
modifiers.
quickly.
Okay.
You have
Love me a little
no
bit.
idea what this egg is for.
It is in character.
It's certainly a large egg.
I was gonna say, I don't know that I ever did like a nature check or anything on it either, or figured out the nature of it. Oh, the past egg, but this is fine. This is an egg. This is my egg. It grows sometimes. I wish to find out what is inside of it.
Listen, Carmiña is just assuming this is some kind of adoption situation. So she's like, all right, we have a baby on board now. So, does it has a name?
Phlox and I have been talking about names. I don't think we've agreed on one just yet. So we've got some suggestions, and we've thrown some out and kind of tried to figure one out, but I don't know. I'm kind of waiting to figure out what comes out because we don't want to name it like.
Yeah, it's better to not to play with them. Give them a space. Yes.
Yeah, and yeah, Flax's suggestions have not been super good, and I don't want to name it like after a gemstone or something, and then have it be like a bird like I am, and then because that would kind of fit, but it really wouldn't fit, and then like we have a thing where it's like names and pronouns and stuff, it's whatever, you can call yourself whatever you want. So like if whatever's in the egg doesn't agree with it and wants to change their name later, that's not a big deal, but we gotta call it something. So for now it's just been, this is my egg, and we're gonna figure something out eventually.
Hey, if it works, it works. I mean, I have never. Well, actually, yes. I have to name a few of my animals, and I'm gonna admit here that they are all derivations of what they are.
Yeah.
I have not a lot of imagination for names. It's better to keep it simple.
Yeah, Phlox has just been egg or murder death killer egg, and not super creative either.
Classical ones.
Classical name. Murder, death, killer, egg. Or like arson or larceny. Stuff like that where you can give them a little bit of a nickname. See, on a similar thread, like we could name it taxes or something, but then we'd be like, oh no, we don't like taxes.
No, not taxes, not taxes. You don't. No.
Yeah. See, taxes are no fun.
No, you're pushing them towards a life. No, that's not a good life for anybody.
No. Yeah, exactly. And like we're bounty hunters, so it's like we want a good solid name. And we can't be known as the bounty hunters that name their kid Taxes, like, or Egg. Like that just doesn't make any sense.
Do you want a powerful name, Max Power or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
So, you are used to this kind of thing, right? This whole let's rescue a kidnapped lady thing.
I missed the first part of what you said. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, God, I feel so bad. It keeps happening. No, Carmiña was asking. So, you're used to this whole thing we are doing right now, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Happens all the time. We just recently got done with a job, and then we had a bit of a vacation to the beach, and then now we're here on this job.
Oh, that sounds nice. I haven't had a vacation in forever.
Mm-hmm.
Listen. I don't know if you guys realize. Well, probably yes. I don't know if you realize how intimidating all of you are. Well, I am a little bit out of my depth here. I don't know why I'm telling you this.
I've been told I'm very... Go ahead.
No, please. My books... What? Okay, this is actually happening, okay? This is actually happening. Carmiña is talking over Ducky, and she goes like, sorry, I read this on a book about talking to people. I am doing it again. Sorry, go ahead.
You're just fine. I've been told I'm very easy to talk to, so it happened. But yeah, there's no need to be intimidated. We're just kind of flinging ourselves through lives ourselves, so.
Right. But so we are all kind of like, let's be honest, we are all kind of waiting for someone to kind of jump on us, and there is going to be a fight at some point, and you are a bounty hunter, so you might be more used to it. Listen, the only thing I have ever fought was like a few robbers, and I just whacked them over the head with a broom and ran very fast. That's my experience fighting. I have a stick here, so I guess that's a good start.
Yeah, you gotta start somewhere.
So just I go and hit them really hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's half of our battle strategies right there, is just hit them really hard and then know when to run, or just hit them hard enough that you win. We have some fancier tricks, but that's the gist of it. So.
Okay, Carmiña is gonna get up and take her walking stick and just kind of wipe it in the hair like this.
You know what? Fair.
She's just kind of waving in the air, like asking Ducky like to criticize her form, so to speak.
Oh, gotcha. Ducky doesn't use swords. Or
stick.
This is a stick. It's just a walking stick, like
It's
like the
quarter
shepherd
staff,
ones.
probably.
Yeah, but it looks like the one shepherds use.
Ducky has a mace. But Ducky will do their best. How about this? Ducky will do their best. Ducky makes no promises. Ducky, like I will definitely try my best.
All right. I'm just gonna say that takes up the rest of your time.
Okay.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
And as you're finishing up going through some forums. Double check. Yep. So as you're finishing up doing your forms and all that, you guys hear from behind you. So it's my turn to take a watch. Yeah.
Most likely, yep. Probably about that time.
Yeah, good.
All right. Time to wake up the tall one.
Carmiña, you're doing great.
Okay.
And yep. And if you
So
need
what
help, and then Ducky will turn around and go and go poke Cat, I guess. I was like, does
Right.
Ducky want to get a stick? No, Ducky's just gonna go poke.
Well, still
Poke.
holding the egg.
Yep, still holding the egg. It's my baby.
Oh my god. Cat wakes up, like looks at Ducky, then looks at the egg and like kind of like sleepily blinks, like congratulations.
Thanks. It's time for your watch.
Yeah. He just gets up, kind of like staring a bit at the egg. He goes ahead.
And then Ducky will go sit next to Teddy, like, yeah, I got an egg.
Teddy's just going to grunt. Lily gets up and joins where Luciver is now sitting.
And Cat is just kind of like waking up a bit. He's first gonna just take a look around and see how the traps are doing.
Okay. Roll me perception or investigation.
Sure. Oh gosh, okay. That's this 11.
Alright, so, the traps seem like they're all, untouched.
Right. Well, that's as much as it's gonna get. And Cat will just go on over to Lucifer.
Roll perception.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shoot.
Hey.
That fell off.
Oh no.
Okay. That's a 10. Okay.
17. Come on, dice, please.
So, sounds pretty quiet. There's normal nighttime sounds.
Everything okay?
Everything sounds okay.
Cat just kind of taking a look at Lucifer and then looking at, is it Lily who's there too and Teddy?
Teddy is still sitting at the bottom of the tree where Ducky is now curled up. Lily is sitting right next to Lucifer and is just staring at you.
cat just waves a bit.
Lily continues to just stare. Lucifer kind of looks up. Hello.
Hi, Lucifer, was it?
Yes, Lucifer.
Oh, right.
You can call me Lucy if that's a little too long.
Oh, it's fine. I'm fine either way. You've met the other. You seem more affiliated with the siblings.
Yes, about a month ago I hired them for a job.
Oh, you hired them.
Mm-hmm.
You were looking for someone.
No, so I'm not very good at staying out of trouble, and I'm not very, physically strong.
Ah, it's interesting choice of muscle.
I did hire a couple of other adventurers into pilot. Pretty sure Soul is, would have been called more the muscle of the group.
Suppose you got another party around this time too. You didn't hire them this time, or?
No, we were all hired by, Carrie, the Flyers.
Suppose like everybody else. A coincidence, then I'm supposing?
Yes, very big coincidence, but, getting the feeling that here in Ironquill, that's a bit of a catch 22, something like that.
Mm. He's staring up now.
So, why the, aggression, about the order? Did they do something to you?
uh, they grabbed somebody I know.
They do, huh?
Mm, I
Sorry to
told,
hear that.
yeah. I told Ducky, and hopefully they'll help me out a bit. Just husband is missing, and a best friend of mine wandered off.
Well, I find that those who wander off are usually fine.
Well, hopefully. They both just somewhat left me alone. Again, well, not really their fault the first time.
Again, this happened before.
Fortunately so, and though I wasn't conscious during most of it.
Oof.
Uh,
That's pretty rough.
yeah. Though, hoping for now, and hopefully this time around I can do something about it, then hit damn soul and just be asleep for however fuck long.
You're not asleep, because, yeah.
You know something about them.
uh, no, I don't know that much. They're just. Oh, that's bad. Deception!
Gonna roll inside.
They just have been, terrorizing the, Gideon Empire for a while, and I've been here for a month. He's lying through his teeth.
Oh my god.
He knows a whole lot more than he's obviously willing to share. But what he said about them terrorizing the Giblian Empire is the truth.
Lucy, you seem like a swell fella. Pronouns are he, him. Ducky said that. Right.
He, him. What are yours?
Kind of like a pause.
It's, only polite.
You can hold off on that question for later. Isn't the kind who knows more than they're willing to share. And I'm going to trust you for now.
Well, I hope that, doesn't get you burnt.
I hope not. Because if it does, I'm more than willing to stop that burning one way or the other. Though, if you need any help, I suppose, since we are together, I'm always here. So, who knows? Maybe we'll bump into something or the other, given how bizarre all these kind of adventurings seem to be.
Oh, we're no doubt chasing down something.
Suppose so. And your other companions seem to not talk much. Are they mute?
Oh, yes, they are. They've, been through quite a lot. And, well, they're here to protect me.
Seems like handy friends to have. They're willing. Just kind of glares at Lucy at that.
You just gotta roll in deception again.
Gonna roll
That's
inside.
terrible.
Oh boy.
That's 7.
Well,
Yes, as much as yes. He's stuttering, and you're very unsure of what's going on with these 3 now.
I'll say it straight out. You're lying through your teeth.
Look. There are tricks that I can do. Wow, what is that drift? That accent drift. Okay, come on.
You can do it.
Alright, so, look. I don't go asking you about how you do your own magic. Alright?
I don't mind sharing.
Lucifer's just gonna pause and stare at Cat for a little bit.
This cat is gonna stare right back.
Why do you care?
Pardon?
Why do you care?
I don't want somebody out of their own will to be being used as meat shields, apparently.
bodies don't have a will. They're dead.
Cat takes the pause at that. Did you know?
Teddy. He actually, saved my life. And, this one, and he points to Lily, tried to kill me. A friend of mine, well, burned her so bad that she, didn't get up again. And, she's not using her body anymore. So, it's very good to recycle.
Questionable, but I suppose it's something. You don't hold will over the souls, right?
I don't think so. He looks kind of confused. And then he looks at Lily and he looks back at Teddy and then he goes,
Well, if they have no wills of their own and no soul there, then it's whatever magic bullshit this is. You don't mean any harm with them or any of us.
I'm just using their dead bodies to protect myself. That's all.
Well, then I'll tell you straight out front, I'd prefer not having my own dead body be joining in this armada.
Don't worry, I don't really need more than two. It gets, a little expensive.
Alright? Fine. I'm going to be keeping an eye on you, Lucifer. I hope you don't mind on that.
The
Draw.
white light that marks his smile stretches further and looks a little wider. You and Phlox.
I don't know what they want from me. Apparently, they're like annoying me.
You're the one who keeps rising to it.
Suppose so. I suppose it could be a little fun game. Let's see. Hopefully, they don't take it too far. I'm not planning to take it too far now.
Too far to you and too far to a turn might be different. I don't know.
I'm not planning on placing out weapons just yet. Besides, the lot of you seem very decent folk, even with your questionable recycling methods.
Just trying to stay alive.
Suppose so, but apparently Phlox takes the knives they get stabbed with, so multiple ways of reusing.
Oh yes. So I feel like that's they'll probably just sit in silence for a little while after that, and then their watch is over, huh?
Yep.
Alright, so now it's Phlox's and Jack's turn.
Yeet. Anyway, Like last time, he's probably like waking up legitimately.
Mm-hmm.
Fox is probably asleep on the tree, with their like limbs hanging down and their like head pressed against the branch.
Mm-hmm.
A dead man's position.
It's your turn. Wake up.
I'll pull them under if I grab their hand.
So Cat's
I
gonna
wanna
pull
get
him
up.
down the tree.
Oh my god!
He said it. He said it. He's not doing it right now, but he said it.
Phlox sort of like cat kind of like springs up on the branch and like hisses and like it's like they're puffed up a little.
Now who's the cat now, huh?
Like Naya.
Cat just like stares a bit, just does the motion questionably.
Lucifer is gonna just shake his head, turn, and kind of just look up at the tree, look down at Ducky, and then just kind of squirm in between Teddy and the tree. And curl up there.
Fox probably just stands on the branch and like does a dramatic like step out into the open air and like drops like a rock and then kind of like springs back up in, like a nice fluidy tune motion.
You don't get hurt by that.
Squash and squish, baby.
I still don't know what that means, but alright.
Spin me like a top. We'll see how this goes.
So they're four, sort of.
I'm all lines and ink and color. It's a lot of fun. Maybe you should try it sometime.
I'm made of bones and flesh. I highly doubt it'll go as well for me. You have a fun shift. I don't know if the snare's got anything yet, but yeah. And Cat's just gonna like wave off Phlox and head on over to his bedroll.
Phlox kind of glances at Jack and is like, "Oh, do we want to see if the traps caught anything then? If they went ahead and set them out and stuff?"
Might as well.
Roll perception or investigation.
Yeah.
Okay, which one's higher? It's 16 plus 5. So, investigation time.
Okay, so, it seems like, the traps actually caught 2 rabbits.
Huh.
They're just kind of dangling.
Are they dead?
One of them is. The other's just kind of flailing in the air.
Phlox is going to look at Sforzando for a second. And they're gonna sort of side eye the snare with the still living rabbit. And they're gonna roll hammer space. That's an 8. They're gonna pull out their dagger and they're gonna cut the snare with the living rabbit. They're gonna let it go.
Sforzando looks confused for a second, honestly. It was your suggestion to check the traps in the first place. Why would you let the rabbit free?
Yeah, I said to check the traps, but I never said we were gonna keep what's in the traps. I mean, that one's already, and Phlox sort of vaguely gestures at the poor bunny that did not make it. I mean, I have no interest in leaving that one to suffer until one of the others gets up, or do the unaliving right now so it doesn't suffer. So we'll go over and cut the other rabbit down and offer it to Sforzando.
He does take it. Though I will say, he's not trying to figure out. I, the player, do not know, like, preservation of, how the fuck you preserve this thing until it's ready to eat, because we don't have a fire currently.
Okay, so roll survival.
Yeah.
And we'll see how well it goes. And I know.
I mean, if it goes poorly, it's kind of fitting, but we'll see. Yep. Doesn't entirely know what to do with the rabbit. It's very clear that he doesn't know what to do with the rabbit.
I'm gonna, I guess, let's see how well this goes. I'm gonna have Phlox roll survival, I guess, as they see him, like, Okay, so that was also a 2.
Oh my. So, you're supposed to skin it at least.
Here, I have an idea. Phlox makes grabby hands for the poor unalive rabbit.
Here.
Phlox takes it and swoop, it goes in the hammer space. That'll be a problem for later.
Alright, I suppose.
Cool.
Alright, with that done, roll perception.
Amazing. But yeah, and we both have to do it at disadvantage too.
Yeah. It's not exactly light yet.
Nope.
So that's a 17.
That was almost the performance mod. That is not the same.
That was also a 17. I get 17 and 17 only.
21!
17 and 17 only!
So, like, Phlox's eyes, do they, like, glow as they look around? And that's why they're getting 21.
It's almost like the anime Glashes Splash, except it's Phlox's eyes with the gems.
So you do hear off in the distance some movement along the road. It sounds kind of creaky, like there's a cart going by.
Phlox is gonna, like, pause and look at Sforzando, and they're gonna be like, "You hear that?"
Jack also
Hear what?
hears that.
Oh,
Squeaky wheel.
he did hear it?
Mm-hmm.
I do, yes.
I would almost be tempted to go investigate because I'm very sneaky.
It's better to stay with the camp.
Yeah. Maybe just a little peek, though.
We should stay together. We have a job to do. Whatever that is doesn't concern us. They're on the main path.
And it doesn't seem like they've stopped at all, so they probably haven't heard you.
Could take... No. Here's the thing, though, right? We've been hearing weird shit in the night, right? So that means there are things that are moving around in the night, like, you know, like nocturnal tunes or whatever. And we're heading towards a really fucking shady place. We don't have to just leave without warning anybody. I do think at the very least, maybe at least, like, taking a look. We don't have to talk to anybody, just get close enough to the road to see.
It's a main road. Chances are just a merchant. Or just a traveler. Leave them be.
Damn it. Phlox really wants to be contrary.
I'm aware.
Phlox really wants to be contrary, and I'm like, you have a point.
Sforzando trying to be sensible.
Shit.
The squeaky wheel sound seems to be moving away from you. It's getting quieter.
Alright, I'm gonna roll something really quick. We're gonna see how this goes. Okay. That was a 3 + 1. That was, I was just doing a little wisdom check, I guess, to sort of be like, is Phlox gonna be smart about this, or is Phlox gonna be like, I'm just gonna be 2 seconds, and then, like, turn and go?
Sounds like it's the second option.
So Phlox just run off.
Phlox probably does, like, go into stealth and be like, I'm just gonna be, like, 2 seconds.
Okay, roll stealth.
Yeah. Alright, so that's a 10. Plus 10.
Yep.
It's a dirty 20.
So,
Phlox just heads towards the road at least a bit.
Jack, they say, I'm just gonna be 2 seconds, and then they suddenly, like, disappear, like they weren't there at all. And you're like...
God.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry! Audio as a player is very
I'm just trying to figure out how the hell he'd react to this.
Probably just stand there for a minute, huh?
No, he's like, you just disappear, and he does just kind of look for a second, but after that he heads over to like his stuff, and is able to slip on his like the vest thing he wears, and grabs his sword because he can just grab those quickly instead of his entire get up. And heads out to the path-ish. Because he can't follow Phlox, but he does know where Phlox is going.
Okay, so, because you'll get there first, Phlox, as you get up to the road and you spot the cart, you do see upon it, driving it along, a dark green cloak is sitting up there.
Okay. How big is this dark green cloak?
So it's about you size.
About me sized. And the groundhog from earlier was wearing a green cloak, right?
Yes. Yes, it was.
And Phlox try and like roll perception and take like a slightly closer look. Double check if it's the groundhog or not.
Yep. So as you get closer for a look, Jack steps up onto the road. Roll me perception.
Does he not see Phlox at all?
Nope. Phlox rolled.
Um,
Phlox got a dirty 20.
yeah, he wouldn't step out onto the road immediately either. He would try to stay near the edge
Okay.
and look for Phlox. But if he doesn't see him, he's going to just wait for a moment.
So Phlox, roll me perception.
Until he can find Phlox again.
Well, that's a 4.
Oof.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, since they're sitting up on the cart, you can't really clearly see up under their hood. They're definitely driving this cart, and there's definitely a regular horse pulling the cart.
Definitely.
Since I'm also here, can I try to roll perception on the cart?
Yep.
Alright.
Alright, so, Jack, you see a very tuned-looking groundhog with, kind of large incisors. Specifically incisors, they aren't fangs, my dudes. And they seem to be leaning over and kind of munching on some, like, vegetables that they have in their hand. And, they pause a moment and look up at you, Jack.
Ah.
Whoa.
Oh boy.
The horse stops. Hello? Yes?
Hello.
Hi.
Have you seen, the small red one?
A small red one. And they're going to look around for a sec as I scroll back to where I have their, oh jeez. Where is their, excuse me a moment as I pull up their sheet. Alright, perception is +5. Yes. Do you mean the, small toon hidden in that cluster of bushes right there? It's a 17. By the way.
I'm sorry, you were really quiet. I couldn't hear what you said.
They said, do you mean that small toon in that cluster of bushes right there? And they point right at Phlox.
H.
Yes, thank you. And he immediately rushes goes over to Phlox and
Do you require anything?
no.
Okay. May the
And,
light keep your path. And they click at the horse and lightly snap the reins, and the horse starts pulling again.
He's going to try to grab Phlox.
So make an athletics check, and Phlox make an acrobatics.
Amazing. Hey, so that's an 18.
Yeah, Sforzando, he literally just yanks you up and takes you back to camp. He just starts tearing you and goes back.
Is this like by the scruff of the neck style, or?
You know what? Yeah.
Phlox will probably like lightly swing their legs back and forth and be like, "Hey, do you do this often?"
Go.
I mean, once is a coincidence, or is it twice? Twice is a coincidence. 3 times a pattern. I'm waiting for the 3rd time. Also, that's kind of weird, isn't it? That was the groundhog we met earlier, right? Right? I didn't get to see very well. Was it? Did you see?
It was.
Talk to him. It was. Uh-huh. Interesting. They had a cart. They didn't have a cart before, right?
They did not.
That's kind of weird. And
Not
again,
our
Phlox is
business.
kind of just swinging.
It was not our business, and you should not have left.
Questionable. Also, you weren't wearing that vest before, were you? Didn't miss that, right? You put it on?
Yes,
What's it do?
it's, are we back at the camp now, or no?
Yep. You're back at the camp now.
Okay, he plops Phlox down, of course. It is a mixture of armor and instrument. It changes between the two as needed.
You can play something.
I can. It would be loud though, and I'd prefer not to while everyone is still asleep.
Okay, but we're the morning shift, right? We're the morning shift, right? All right.
Can at
Just
least
saying.
show you what it looks like. And
Yes.
he doesn't shout like he did the last time, but he does do a cadence kind of thing, and goes horns up, and the vest does in fact morph around his body into a sousaphone, which giant fucking horn, by the way. I can look up an image for anyone who doesn't know. They are huge. They wrap around your entire body, pretty much.
This
And
thing
now
is like
Phlox-
it's big,
it's like-
right? Like Phlox size.
As generic picture of a sousaphone. They are very large.
Larger than Phlox.
Phlox is
He doesn't
absolutely
play it.
dazzled by this thing.
But you can see it now.
It's just like the imagery of like Phlox popping out around and all around Jack as they're like just like looking at this thing all over, and they're like doing little waggly fingers and have like sparkles in their eyes and stuff.
Have you never seen something like this?
No, this is really cool. Both me and Ducky, we like flutes and stuff. Know how to play a flute, but like this is big. You can make this really loud, can't you?
I can.
Amazing. At some point, we have to absolutely use this for evil, right? Like, evil is relative here.
I'd rather not.
Understandable. Keep that in the back pocket.
The fact that you just suggested to him to use this for evil is just throwing him off the boat, I think.
Fox want to make big, loud noise.
It's early. Don't make big, loud noise.
Big, loud noise.
Has Phlox, like, stopped popping around, or are they still very much trying to get close to the horn?
Probably a mixture. They probably slowed down a bit.
'Cause if he's still looking, then he's not gonna, like, just, transform it back. Actually, I think what he might do is take it off still in the instrument form and just kind of prop it up. So Phlox can get a better look at it.
Phlox is like, how heavy is this? How heavy is this? Could I wear it? Is this heavy? I bet it's really heavy.
You can try.
Phlox wants to try. Phlox wants to try. Phlox wants to try.
Hold on.
Does
I mean,
Phlox have
obviously-
to roll because they're gonna get squished?
Yep. Roll athletics.
I think 30 pounds is the average. His might be heavier because it's also armor.
So that's a straight D20, and I got a 16.
You manage. You can get into it, and you can sort of get it up, but it's very heavy and it's hurting your shoulder a lot.
Phlox just starts like sinking. They're like, wow, this is fucking heavy.
It is indeed.
Don't want to put it on Ducky's head. We don't want to put it on Ducky's head. We don't want to put it on Ducky's head.
Yeah, maybe don't do that.
This is cool. Thanks. Phlox, momentarily for a split second, tempted to steal it, but they resist. He has one thing, Phlox. Let him have it.
Very important question. Now that Phlox is wearing the sousaphone, does he resist the urge to try to play it?
Do they resist the urge to try to?
To try
I'm
to
gonna
play
roll
it.
another. I'm gonna roll with
You're wearing
save,
it now.
because
The
that's just a
mouthpiece
great
is in your
idea.
face.
So that's an 11. A whiz save is a 12. If this is
Do you try to play it?
Roll performance.
I feel like yes. I feel like they absolutely do. I feel like they're gonna try and play the shit out of this. So everyone, good fucking morning because that's an 11.
Yup. So
Yeah,
everyone wakes up to Phlox.
just blowing a loud note.
Yup.
Sour note. At that, Sforzando immediately tries to lift it off of Phlox.
Yeah, Phlox dances out from under it and they're like, hell yeah, thanks, morning, bye.
Not
And they go,
intended. You do.
Phlox goes and probably tries to skitter up a tree.
Everyone does get a long rest,
Oh my gosh.
but only because Phlox did that, like, at the end of everyone's long rest.
Amazing.
Good morning!
Good morning! Phlox is in a tree and...
Sforzando puts the vest on and calls horns down, and it morphs back into a breastplate kind of thing.
Ducky is going to yell at Phlox up in the tree and say, Teddy is my favorite sibling now.
Teddy's my favorite sibling!
Good. Looks like we have something in common.
Thank you.
Heck you.
Oh yeah,
Thank you!
gotta come down from the tree. It's sometimes breakfast time or something like that.
Woke
I
up with
have-
a loud noise.
I have plenty of rocks. I have plenty of tree. That means plenty of leaf. Not until everyone promises that I'm going to be unaccosted.
You're going to be unaccosted.
Wait, can Carmiña go near the tree with her walking stick and try to poke Phlox down? Have you ever seen how people get the oranges and the olives down the trees, like they hit the tree with the stick, not the fruit. She's doing that right now.
Phlox, roll, athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
I'm gonna make it peck in acrobatics because they have a +10. That's a.
So, Carmiña, as you're hitting the tree, Phlox is just swinging from branch to branch. Not coming down.
She's just trying to vent some aggression on the tree. It's fine. You can hear her going like, "Get down, get down!"
I like it up here.
So I'm gonna lasso you and bring you down here myself.
I'm not.
You do have to come down eventually, you know.
We have to. Don't we have to get going? We have to get going. Very soon.
Excellent point. Excellent point. Where is Lucifer?
Lucifer is, so he's crawled out from behind Teddy. And Teddy is standing up now.
Awesome.
Lily is starting to stand up where she had sat all night from... She was just sitting there and staring at you and Jack as you guys done your stuff.
Amazing. That wasn't creepy at all.
I mean, she doesn't blink. She has buttons for eyes.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
Anyways, Lucifer is standing at the base of one of the trees. I don't know if it's the tree Phlox skittered up.
I don't know. Phlox probably, like, jumps down and, like, does, like, a cool, like, somersaulty roll and comes up and, like, the arms flung out like they're a athlete. And the ta-da!
Yep. Definitely, with that 19.
This gets a tired look from Kat.
Well, that's one way to wake up in the morning.
Yeah, prefer not have that as a regular thing. Thank you very much.
Don't plan on it. Voice.
Anyways.
Anyways.
Do you guys want to get going?
For the best.
Yeah.
This is where we start going through the forest, no?
Mm-hmm.
Is, though I do want to say, we have reached, I think, 4-hour mark.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And a heads up for that.
Yep. So what we're going to do is we're going to say that they start going at a fast pace again.
Likely.
Probably.
I am going to say that Ducky's going to need if they're traveling at a fast pace, Ducky cannot hold anything but the egg.
That should be fine. I believe.
Because Ducky
He wasn't holding anything before.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you guys start, like, needing to do things, Ducky is going to be doing those things at disadvantage. Here's my note for the recording.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Wonderful.
I will figure something out eventually for how to hold the egg without holding the egg. Get back to you on that one.
Yeah.
So can we try to help Ducky out?
I mean, yes, you guys can help Ducky, but the thing is the egg cannot go in anyone's hammer space. It is too big now.
Right. I mean, Carmiña has like a sash on her design kind of thing, the black thing.
Mm-hmm.
Can she offer this to kind of do a carrier for the egg for Ducky?
Yeah, I feel like that would work.
Okay.
Alright. So, yeah. I am going to say right now, your day was uneventful.
Hey.
Cat and Jack, roll me survival, because we can just do this right
Yep.
here. Easy.
Might as well.
Oh, great.
As a side
Okay,
note,
that's good. Yay.
As a side note, Phlox does absolutely get the dead rabbit out of their hammer space and proudly present it to Cat.
God.
Oh boy. Okay, Cat. You should know survival. Come on. Hey, okay.
Yep.
Hold on. There you go. That's for the rabbit. The 23 is for the rabbit.
So 21 is real nice. Jack leads you guys through the forest, easily avoiding sand traps. There is an amount of time where you had to move slowly because of the egg to make sure that the egg doesn't, break. But you guys, reach a hill, and looking down, you guys can see a very strange lake. And that's where we'll leave off. And with Cat preparing the rabbit, you guys add 1 ration.
Hey.
Alright. So, thank you all for joining us for the second episode of Lucifer's Travels 2.
Yay!
Yay! Woo!
Bye.
Bye!
Yeah.
Bye.